What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So, as you've already noticed, I do have my face on the video. I have done it before in a bunch of videos a long time ago. I recently did it in my podcast. So I'm gonna probably bring it back more often just because I want to build the brand of the channel and have it a little bit more like friendly, you could say, or inviting. So let me know if you like this type of video where I do show my face on the side of the chart. A little bit more interactive, I guess you could say. So let me know if you guys like that or it doesn't matter to you. But yeah, I do have a green screen in my background, and that's why you can see the entire chart. And then I'm wearing a hat because I don't want to do my hair. So let's start the video out on MSTR. So you can see that price did, it was bullish, but the candle looks bearish. So we may see a little bit more downside tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. Overall, it was just a slight drop. They did buy more Bitcoin, so let's talk about that first. So about 6,220 last week at an average price of almost $119,000. That brings their total to 607,770 Bitcoin with a yield of 20.8% year to date. So they're almost reaching their goal. I believe it was 25%. On the treasuries list, as you can see, they're still number one. They're about 12 times more than the second place, which means like no one's pretty much catching up to them. They hold that reputation of being number one, just like how Bitcoin is the first, cryptocurrency, and MSTR is the first Bitcoin treasury company. So they have that reputation. They have that, first mover advantage going for them. So anybody else who's copying them, well, might as well just buy from MSTR because they were the first one to do it. So they have that, in their back pocket for them to use. There was a new company added on here, number 5, DJT, Trump Media and Technology Group Corporation. They bought 18,430. So let's see how that works out for them. It looks like the market doesn't really care, so I think they are down for today. But anyway, MSTR holds about almost 3% of the total supply that will ever exist for Bitcoin. I think 3% of the total supply that already exists in circulation they own, and that will ever exist from 21 million, just slightly below 3%. So let's see what happens in the future. Overall, so far, so good. So on the technical front, was a slight update, but the candle is bearish. Let's go over the technicals. As you can see here, we can draw a trend line off the swing lows. You drag it up to the highs. That fits really nicely. And then we do have horizontal potential support. Again, keyword is potential. It's not guaranteed to do anything. So we did fall back to it on Friday, pulled back to it because price could not continue any higher and hit that 450 level, rejected lower to the 420 level. We're still stabilizing above that zone. We could fall briefly to that level, maybe tag the trend line and then reverse higher. No one knows what's going to happen with certainty, and there's a lot of things that can happen in the market. You have to be open to anything, but obviously you'd be saying, V, there's probably situations that are more likely to occur than others, and I would say yes. So we're not going to just go to $1,000 tomorrow or drop to $100 tomorrow. There's obviously certain scenarios that are more likely than others. So I'm going to go over the most common, which is we stay above the 420 and then we reverse higher, something like that. We drop slightly below, tag the trend line, and then move up higher. Or I'd say another one to keep an eye on is we continue building bearish momentum and we break through the support lines and then continue down lower. I wouldn't say that's the most common one versus the bullish ones, but it is something that I want you to be aware about, that, hey, that we might not continue higher. I mean, it's not guaranteed to do that. But if we do continue higher, I'm still looking for a measure move target up, one leg up right here, second leg up. This could take longer to reach now. Instead of end of July, early August, it might be mid-August to the 550 level for this measure move target. So overall, it's still bullish because we're above the trend line. This could just be a correction. You just don't want the correction to turn into a reversal. So as right now, it doesn't look like a reversal to me. It looks like still a correction, and most likely we'll still tag the prior all-time high, not too long in the distant future, and reach that measure move target. So that's what I want to cover for MSTR. Let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart real quick. So same situation playing out. It's still correcting sideways. And I wanted to copy this bars right here previously. So if you copy the bars from this low to this high and you move it over to where we are right now, it's almost an exact repeat pattern. You can see that if I just move this to the side, you can see that we went up and then sideways. We went up and sideways here. And then we went up and sideways again, up and sideways again. And then we broke out right about here in that last move up higher. So this right here would be this right over here. So you can see that it's the same pattern. I copied this over here. It's basically looking the exact same structure. It's not going to be a perfect fit, but overall, this tells me that if we continue trading sideways, it could be tomorrow or in a few days that we do see the move up higher because anyway, we're right at that bullish trend line anyway of this short-term trend line. So price is trying to work its way down. We could see maybe a short trap on the next candle, drop down lower, and then reverse higher, something like that. So Bitcoin looks like it's ready to move up higher. This has not pulled back to the breakout zone yet of 109. I don't think it will, but it always is on the table. So it's basically moving at the same pace as we have seen previously from April up until mid-May. So a breakout higher is likely, and the target is still stands about 136,000 by the 7th of August or early August. So it's moving at the same pace. So we can extrapolate that in the future is the exact same move that's going on that we had previously. So let's see how that develops. Let's go back to MSTR. And we could finish the video off on the weekly chart. Let's remove all the drawings on the log scale. And this week is last week was bearish, and this week maybe it might trigger below the candle because you have to believe that some shorts are waiting for them to. Some shorts obviously believe that we have topped and we're gonna reverse down. So that's why we could see a short squeeze higher because that's how the market works. Is someone has to buy in one order, someone has to sell in order. So shorts, they think we have topped. They're going to probably go short below that candle, and then we might see a move up higher, a reversal higher. So let's see how this develops. As right now, it's still bullish, in my opinion, because the macro trends are still up, and that has not changed. Let me go and show you guys that right now. So we have this bullish trend line right here. We don't want to come back to this one, but it is in play, and then we're still above this one right here. So overall, it's still trying to move up higher. And we still have not seen a strong close above this 440 level. So if I draw a horizontal line across, you see that we have not seen a weekly close above this level. So it's something that needs to be broken. And then from there is probably not a lot of resistance for the bulls. On the monthly chart, it looks a little bit different. If we drag it down, we did see a monthly close. Or this month, let's see if it can close above this 400 level. It's trying to close, and this could be the breakout month. So overall, it's still bullish long term, and nothing has changed long term. Short term, it is correcting a little bit lower, and we'll monitor the correction to see if it's changing from just a correction to a reversal. But as right now, it looks just like a correction to me. So all that for MSTR on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.